So with Apple seeming on the verge of change, demise, the question is, what is it really? And you have to go to the big personality behind it, Jobs, Steve Jobs. Now I recall that when he was young and in college, dropped out of college and so on, and he was hungry, no money and so on, and he was a local Buddhist temple around, and he would go over and get free lunch and other things and so on, and then he used to tell him how he's so impressed with this Buddha thing, etc., and he converted to Buddhism. I don't know what he had been before, but he joined Buddhism. And now I'm sure they make a whole bunch of money. They got rich because after making billions, if he made over 10 billion, at least they got one because tithing is 10%, and everywhere it might be that he even get more than 10%. And so that was a good trade-off. Couple of free lunches, get them tied up in the semi-demi, and get some big bucks. Now, I've seen how some Buddhists operate. They send out, the whole operations on this Buddha thing. In the business, they have a Buddha shrine and so on. And I guess before Jobs introduced something, he consulted Buddha. He has a session with Buddha, bringing thing in the worship, etc. And Buddha said, "Go on, it's blessed." And he don't know that he promoted. So his dressed down with his blue jeans and his turtleneck and all that, I don't think that had anything to do with the product. It's more Buddha. And especially how the world now is becoming more and more into this kind of Eastern religion thing. People tattooing themselves, painting themselves up, all this stuff they're doing. Want to get into Halloween, because Halloween is also here. They want to get into Diwali now and Mother Lashmi and them gods that have done in India. Those people will be impressed by somehow, the devil who is the real one behind it is not no Mother Lashmi and all these kind of different things. It's Satan straight up. You say, "Hey man, go and get that thing, bro. What's up?" And they can run out and get it. I know that he has revolutionized computing and that he came with the icons. I recall in the 80s, you had to go to college to learn how to use some of these software. Um, Lotus 123, word star and so on. And then they came out the icons, make it very easy. Those days, to print a page, you had to go in and set your margins and your top, bottom, left, right margins. You have to center things. Like in type in, you count how many spaces on the line, and you start from the center, and you tab back half of the thing, and then you start and you get it centered and so forth. That was exciting. And so, with the monitors that they've developed now, it's causing insomnia. And these young boys, every kid now with a little gadget and they're walking around like they're kind of high-tech savvy, and the parents watching them and saying, "Oh, look, my child is so savvy with all this internet stuff and whatever." And it's hurting the eyes. I'm sure that they're going to have eye problems later on. They have to wear them big thick glasses. Some of them walking into posts and all kind of stuff. Injuries, walking in traffic and run over and all that. And I'm not sure. I mean, we have now unproductivity in the job. People on the phone with that in their ears and while on the job doing whatever they're going to be answering these private calls and so forth. Um, they go on the internet, go onto the websites and to the various social media and all that. And it's unproductivity. If I'm sure you're supposed to work 8 hours minus the breaks that you have. You're supposed to be working it. Now people see just working half of the day. So productivity has dropped. And who would be behind destroying the economy but Satan? Because especially the American economy, if Satan could get his economy to bust, the whole world is going to collapse. And then the Antichrist can come and say, me, I can make things better. He can't run his church better. They got some scandals, they don't have no money. I don't understand how he's going to pull that trick. But see, all them in Satan, and when Satan controls the majority of people, automatically they're going to feel that this guy has what it takes. But if you look at it rationally, he can't run his own house. So how he's going to run the world, And so with Apple and Jobs, Steve's gone, these things are not classic. When Satan come in and help and do stuff, it's not about enduring message and classics. It's straight up just, taking the faithful along or the unfaithful along to perdition, to hell, over the precipice. And so, it's unfortunate that such an innovative company wasn't based on God and truth and righteousness and so on. Maybe it would have been lasting forever. But then maybe the whole fad thing got to go, because if this thing continued like that, we wouldn't be able to be producing anything. Prices are going to be going through the roof again. And then, of course, Buddha has and all these ancient Eastern gods making it that the East is going to prosper, because they're keeping their human rights dismal. People don't have all these rights like they have in America, and they have them working as kids and all kinds of stuff, paying them cheap, paying them sometimes no money, and the product is very cheap, and so they could unsell America and the West and destroy our economies. And so, it's unfortunate Steve Jobs couldn't look for some work elsewhere as opposed to going at the Buddha temple, because it seems as if he was onto something before Buddha, except this was just the ultimate phase of what he'd been doing, like the Halloween and maybe the Ouija board and maybe they call it the Wicca and all that stuff he might have been doing in private, but officially he went this Buddha thing, and this made a difference as far as he might be concerned. But I think if he had worked his way through school and go to get a job as opposed to trying to get some free food at the Buddhist temple, who knows, he might have lived longer. And perhaps he might have come up with technology that will definitely not only advance productivity, but help folks also not to get addicted to it and to interfere with their productivity and their honesty on the job.